Hey y'all, it's Hayden. As you can tell, I got my hair cut. It's 12:20 a.m. and I'm filming a video because I wanted to get some shit off my chest. The background is very messy. I'm sorry. I was filming for a good 5 minutes. Tells it that way, but there's something on the wall that I was like, oh shit, fuck. So now I'm here. Yeah, I got my hair cut. I'm kind of sick. I've been coughing a lot lately, which I think I got from my friend Brendan. So if I start coughing and have a coughing fit, I'm sorry. I can't control that. And I'm not doing any editing because I never edit my videos. I just talk and I ramble a lot. Anyways, so Thursday or Friday, I met with my school counselor named Mr. Owen. And we talked about my online school because I am so far behind. There's basically no way for me to catch up as of now. Now, what I didn't know is that the 3 classes I was taking are $300 each, which I was kind of like, oh, fuck, and so if I didn't finish the classes, that's $900 for my mom. They let me drop a class because I hadn't started it yet, and my mom doesn't have to pay that money. Now, we did bring up the topic of possibly going back to school, like regular school, but since I did go to the high school I was at, which I'm not going to name because I don't want people to know where I'm going, or at least where I did go. Since I was doing online school, I was a month and a half behind, basically, and there was no point in going back and me being even farther behind and basically not being able to catch up. So I'm going to be going to this alternative school in a different city where I'll have to take the bus, and I'm going to be finishing the school year there and hoping that it'll get better. Now, I am very nervous because I have to take the fucking public bus every morning, and school starts at 9 a.m., and I'm going to be getting there at about 8 a.m., so I have basically an hour to do whatever the fuck I want. And it makes me nervous because, one, I don't really like riding public buses because they freak me the fuck out. And two, I'm really not that good at, directions and shit and, knowing where I'm at. And 3, I really don't want to be there for an hour and not have anything to do because I really don't have any friends. I have friends that go there, but it's, not very many. My friend Tony goes there now. My ex-best friend Quentin goes there. We're still decent friends. And my friend Aspen goes there. This guy named AJ that I'm kind of friends with goes there. That's about all I know. And it's I'm not all that close friends with any of those people, so I feel like it's going to be weird. And this girl named Bailey that, lives around here goes there, but it's going to be weird because it's we're friends, but not really. But yeah, I'm nervous. Tomorrow, technically today, Monday, me and my mom are going in to talk with the counselor there to get me basically enrolled and all that shit. Yeah. That also makes me really nervous because it's I'm gonna fix this so I don't have to sit up straight. Because I did go to school for a little while last year, but I didn't know anyone, so I left, and it just makes me nervous because I don't like doing new things, I guess. And I'm worried that I'm not going to make any friends also, or people are going to think I'm weird, or this, or that, or blah, blah, blah. And, I liked doing online school because I was home all the time, and, my anxiety was to a minimum, I was doing okay, but now that I'm going back to school, I guess it's freaking me out a little more than it should, because 1, it's a new school, 2, I'm going to have to taking the public bus, and 3, I'm not going in there knowing I'm going to have friends, I know my friend Tony, he'll be my friend, but I'm just worried that it's, I'm already overwhelmed as it is, so I'm worried it's going to overwhelm me a little more, or, I'm not going to like the way they teach, and I'm going to have a hard time, or this or that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. My birthday is in about a little less than 3 weeks. I'm going to be 16, so that's cool. I was originally like gonna have like a party, but now we're kind of low on money because the 21st I'm getting my mouth work done because I have a cavity that got so bad up here somewhere and no, down here somewhere and up here somewhere, and I have to get root canals for that. But because of how bad my anxiety is, I have to be basically put to sleep, and so it's costing my mom over about $10,000 to do that, and that's also part of my anxiety. I have a meeting with this, like, my mom's trying to get money because of my mental health, which, like, would kind of help with this situation. I have a meeting with that guy sometime before the dentist. Sometime before that, I'm also going in to talk with a prescriber because I'm going to be going back on medication for my depression and my anxiety. I talked with my counselor about it, and he said that maybe it was a good idea because of how bad my depression has recently gotten and how bad my how bad my anxiety has gotten. To the point where I have been, like, smoking a lot more than I usually do, and that's also scaring me because I don't want to become reliant on it. My phone just went off. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. New school, going on medication, birthday, going to California for my sister Tara's wedding in April. That's about a month and a week or so. And so that's also freaking me out because I'm a bridesmaid, but I'm going to be wearing that. Wait. I'm going to be wearing this and some pants that are up there too. And then she's getting me a tie that matches the other bridesmaids' dresses. And that's going to be really weird because it'll be the first time I've seen my, like, entire family, basically, since I came out. And not a lot of them know about the transition. I'm hoping before my birthday that me and my mom are going to send out either letters or emails to the whole family to let them know about my transition. But basically, to the rest of my family, I am still a girl. So that's also a big part of the anxiety, is I'm worried that during the wedding, people are either going to freak out or they're going to keep calling me, like, my death name. And I'm going to have really bad anxiety because even now when people even just mention it, like, I can't breathe. Like, it makes my anxiety so bad that I have a hard time breathing. Like, even talking about it, you can tell that I'm, like, on the verge of fucking tears. So I guess I'm really nervous about that. Yeah. I'm going to hopefully send out an email to my granddad and let him be the first to know. And then I'm going to talk with my mom. We're going to find out addresses and all that soon. I'm just praying to whoever the fuck is up there that it goes smoothly and no one has a bad like reaction to it. Like, I know with my dad it's already not going to be well, and so that's also part of my anxiety. And, like, my brother, he's already said that he's not going to call me Hayden, and it's, like, not really the best for me right now, you know? Yeah, that's all I have basically to talk about. Tuesday I start school at this new school I'm going to. I'm gonna try and figure out what to wear. I'm gonna try and put away all those clothes because my room's a fucking mess. I have a fucking bag of trash right there, for God's sake. Like, yeah, for my birthday, I know I keep going back and forth on topic because I'm just, like, going what's off my brain right now. For my birthday, because we're kind of low on money, I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything. But during the summer, I might, like, celebrate and have a pool party at my aunt's house and invite some friends or something. I'm trying to talk my mom into letting me get a small tattoo, but that's still a maybe. She said I could get another ear piercing, so I'm thinking of getting an industrial bar or a weaving one, and it's basically like 2 or 3 piercings here on the helix. I think that's what it's called, and it basically like weaves in and out of your ear. I'm still hoping to get a tattoo, but if that doesn't work, then I might do that, one of the ear piercings, or I might just buy myself a new bong, because recently one of my friends broke it, and blah, blah, blah. I would go get it, but I'm not wearing pants, because fuck pants, like, it's like in this drawer. Currently, it's usually not there, but I just didn't want to go and hide it. Yeah, I don't know. There's been a lot on my mind, and so you might see more YouTube videos. I might have one coming out fucking tomorrow saying, well, school, blah, 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 blah. Because I'm gonna be going to school, and then afterwards I'm gonna be hanging out with my friend Dylan, who you guys have never heard about. He's from Issaquah, where I used to live. And this will be our first time, like, actually hanging out in person, because we met on Facebook because of an old friend of mine, and, like, we laughed about, like, me being Satan and him being Jesus, and so now we're just good friends, and he's one of my really good friends. And so me and him are hanging out. We're probably just gonna hang out, get froyo or something. Yeah, that's basically all I have to talk about right now. Let me know what you guys think about my haircut, because I like it. Except for, like, this one hair, because it always, like, falls that way. These couple hairs. Yeah. I guess we'll see where time goes with the whole birthday thing, and California, my sister's wedding, my hair, new school. I don't know. In the future, I might cut my hair a little bit shorter, just so I can actually, like, style it up instead of it being, like, a flop on my head. But I basically told the lady I wanted to shave the sides and the back. Instead of these being pointed, I got them straight across. And I told her I wanted to take off several inches. I wanted it to be masculine, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and on fucking that topic. So, in fucking downtown Snoqualmie, Washington, there is this little barber shop called fucking... Fuck. Hold on. You guys are going to give me a second, and I'm going to be really rude and go on my phone, because I'm going to try and find this motherfucker. But I walked into this fucking barber shop, and she's like, oh, like, what can I do for you? And I was like, oh, like, I need to get my hair cut. And she was like, oh, sorry, I don't do, female haircuts. And I was like, okay, well, it's gonna be like I was like, oh, and, like, I tried to, like, deepen my voice slightly, and I was like, oh, well, it's gonna be like a male's haircut. And she's like, oh, well, I don't do female haircuts. And me, because I'm already fucking emotional as it is, I'm like, alright, whatever, fuck it, and I walk out. My mom stays behind, and I am so fucking proud of my mom for this. Like, I told my friend Haley about this, and she was like, yes, Mom, like, slay, and, like, it made me laugh, but, like, I am so proud of my mom for this, but she stayed, and she was like, and she, like, looked at the lady, and she was like, do you know how rude that is? Like, my mom told me this when she, like, got back in the car. So I ended up crying, because I'm a pussy, and I was just very, like, but it's called the Station Barber in downtown Snoqualmie, Washington. That's what it's called. And my mom said, she was like, okay, well, he is a male. He goes by male pronouns, blah, blah. I was like, and then my mom was like, and that was extremely rude to just assume like that. And he's going to be getting his hair cut short anyways. You could have done it. It's just shaving and trimming. But, like, my mom goes off on this bitch. And this is the first time my mom has ever, like, gotten offended by this shit. This is why I'm so proud of her and, like, so glad that she's partially glad that she's my mom. Because it's, like, she went off on this bitch. And, like, the lady was like, okay, well, like, my next available appointment's at this time. And I was like, oh, we will not be returning. She was like, and I'm going to be telling all of my friends about this because this is total bullshit. And I was like, oh, shit. And then, like, fucking, after I get my haircut, I'm in a good mood. Like, I'm feeling good because my hair looks good. I'm like, oh, yeah, fuck this. Like, I look amazing. I'm feeling good about myself. My mom drives back in there. I walk up and I'm like, and I pop my head. I'm like, hi, yeah, what's the name of this barber? And she was like, oh, like, the Station Barber. And I was like, okay, thanks. And she like, it's like, when I asked her that, it's like, she didn't exactly realize it, and then she did, like, and then she, like, rolled her eyes and she said it, and I was like, oh, bitch, I'm gonna be putting a Yelp review about you all, like, shit. Anyways, that's basically all I had to say. I needed to vent. I did. Don't go to the station barber, or if you do, go in and be like, oh, you don't support the trans community, motherfucker. My hair looked amazing in that second. Yeah. That's all. It's 12:35 in the morning. I should be sleeping, but I'm not. I was really high this weekend. It was amazing. That's all I have to say. Bye, guys.